All right, we're up here on the third day starting on our massive timber project. And this morning, Jay's down there right now, we're actually cutting 2 more treads. The treads that we have over there, they were just unacceptable for this project. So this morning we're just cutting a fresh 2, then we're gonna get back up there and get this thing assembled. You see from this one though, we're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful tread. So instead of putting a halfway decent one in, we've got a perfect premium way away from the plinth as well. This was a flat log that went down that actually had cracked, and I told you we don't waste anything. I went and dug him out of the pile last night so that we could get our treads together. But there's one of them. 5 minutes, we're gonna have the other one. The way we cut our tenons on the mill saves you a ton of work. There's nothing to do. They're perfect. I put a little sand on it to say I had to do something. But the sand actually will smooth this out, make the pocket a little bit smoother to work into. You see in 2 seconds just how pretty I can make that. And it's really going to help you about slipping. See, there's no chisel work to do coming off the saw. It's perfect. If you're lucky enough to have a sawmill, try it. You're going to love it. I'll take a look down in this pocket. It's pretty clean. That's it. We're going to give it a check. Let's give it a check, folks.
Check. Oh my goodness.
Look, we got Jay helping this time.
Goodness, I got to pull my way around here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What do we got? What do we got?
Super close. I just don't want to push it in because we'll get stay in there.
Pull her back out. Can you put it back on that other?
What's that?
There you go. It's fine. Remember, folks, inch it in. You see that? How we had to do the same thing? We don't try to cut it to fit. We make it fit. We shape it to fit. Part of the game. Little sawdust in the face. All I did was put a little chamfer around it so nothing could get caught. Jay's going to help us out again. Let's see about test fit number 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Still a little conflicted in there. Let me pull it out. Okay, right there. I'll lay it down. Need a little better cleanup. It was almost like my sweeping job at the house. Not too good. All right. So we've got all of our treads now dry fitted through the pockets in both sides. Jay's over there now putting on the round over bit, sanding everything out, taking care of the rounds up on the tabs here. But as you noticed, you see, boom, 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 all my marks when I'm working, I know. Now if I had one of these boards and the mark wasn't showing, it might remind me, hey, I've got something backwards, like that one. But I didn't just mark that one yet because I didn't sand that tab. But that's the fact with that. But what I really did want to show you is These are my original layouts. Boom, boom, boom. For the tops of my stringers. As you can see, we nailed it perfectly on every one. So that gives you, what I do is I left the marks there so that when I do this dry fit, I don't have, well, I can't even twist mine. This one has a little, not even enough play to worry about. But if you had one that was a little crooked, you want to make sure that you're working with this line so it marries up with this line. If this is crooked, there's no way you're twisting this. These marks need to be right on. So you see, top of tread, top of tread, top of tread, top of tread. Perfect. Because I took my time, I measured and cut everything nice, and I fit it. I didn't just drop them in there, these are fit. Like, so, you don't have to start with a gigantous timber staircase like this. Everybody needs a couple of steps going into your house. You could always practice with a smaller set of staircases to try to get the idea of what's happening here. Like after we built the small leg here, this one is going a lot faster. I'd have no problem building one across this whole table if I needed to. But there you go. Keep everything lined up. Keep your marks. Right now these are all routed out. So while I'm done here, I'm going to start my scribing. So I'm going to scribe all the way around these. Get my router, remove the material, and fit them. Fit them again. They go in, they go out, they go in. This is timber training. It's not just about wood. It's about how heavy that wood is. All right, I removed all of the steps from the dry fit, and I keep telling you guys, make sure you mark specifically where each one of these steps goes, because you are individually fitting them into the pockets and to scribe them. And it's very simple when you're flipping them in and out and back and forth to get these things backwards. Now you need to make sure that you definitely cut the both sides, the bottoms and everything. See, now for me, I've laid all my stringers out so I can actually clean all my tabs at once, which makes it faster. I'll get them to fit, then I'll just individually pocket, 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 pocket. While Jay's finishing planing up the last 2 treads we had to cut this morning, then he needs to do a little bit of routing and sanding before we go back in to scribe for the router fit, for the shoulder cuts. So I just keep bringing it up. Make sure you mark everything. Now I know this is my inside beam, that's why this says inside. I know this is the bottom because it's going to be the bottom of my step. So that's how it goes. Okay, like in all my videos and everything that we do with the router, I put all my wood, we dry fit everything back in, just showed you that we're all perfect where we want to be. Sharp pencil. I'm going to scribe them all at once. This way it gives you a little production mode. This is what you're doing. You're not in and out. I kind of find the more things that I can do all at once, they seem to come out more accurate, and it seems to be faster to do that work. See how fast I'm moving through this? So you just continue your way through. Then I'm going to take them out individually, one by one, router them, fit them back in, take it out, fit it back in, take it out, fit it back in. Part of your timber training. In and out and up and down. No movement. Now we're remembering. This is the bottom. This is the top. See, I had to even go back and look. I didn't even know what side I'm working on. So I'm always going to trim to inside my line. You're always going to see my line when I'm done trimming, because we know it's on the outside of it. So there it is, all scribed. Don't have to worry about that. Just pop them out, route them, and fit them. Pop them out, route them, and fit them. Okay, we've already pocketed everything on the first stringer here, and this one stringer here we had a couple of little knots that Jay is applying some epoxy to, and it just holds the knot in better. It looks better too when it's done. It kind of glues together. So I'm kind of giving you two in a production run how fast that we would do this. So basically, I'm going to run my saw through each one of these grooves to give me a perfect end for my pockets to sit into. This way, when I router, I'm actually not routering the cut. My saw has made the cut right here. And you see I'm staying inside of my pencil marks here, because the pencil mark is outside the beam, so we should be perfect right there. And I'm stopping slightly before my turn so that my router bit will make the round that we have, you can see, on the end of our stringers. So it'll make a perfect fit. It won't be square with a round piece going into it. So you can see, boom, how I just whizzed through and dropped my saw, but I just whizzed through these. And now I'm going to go right through with the router and just complete one. Just the more items you can do at once, doing it at the same time, you're going to give yourself more consistency. And better product. Doesn't sound pretty. There we go. All my marks are in, everything's cut. Router time. I'm not gonna bring you through the entire routing package going on here because people would be bored, you wouldn't watch, and that would be the end of that. So I will show you what we got with one. See, now that once we have our line cut, so you basically scribed yourself a perfect line, I'm going to take my router, I'm going to go around the whole thing, and I'm going to be just shy of my line, almost giving myself a bumper. So if something happens, and then I'm going to just peel off all this material. Then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to cut my two ends, and then I might just trim really close to here, and then I finish up slightly with a chisel. I just slide it off. So I'll run one here with you, see if you're gonna make it through the whole thing or not. Now you see why I'm paring off that stuff so fast, why I leave this little bumper here, so that if I'm coming through, I don't nick my line. See, I still have a perfectly clean line. That's the whole key here, is just make sure that you keep that clean line. Coming in. And I just made my line. I'm going to go in again. Clean up my line. Make the corner. Right there's my corner. Boom. That's how quick and easy you make a pocket. So now I just need to take my chisel, clean up, but you see my corners? Perfect, perfect for the way that they're going to sit in there. And we'll show you. Now I'm going to get rid of these without you.